good morning, or good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are from right now. My name is Christian Israel, guys, and you are tuned into Christ in Crypto in the Morning. However, if you're watching this later, this is the second part of the show where we go over the daily topics and news that is affecting the crypto markets and the equity markets around the world. And if you missed this first section, it's called Long Sum, Short Sum, and we go over the technical analysis that go with the fundamentals, the technicals and the fundamentals, right, of the market. So we try to get everything from a full perspective. And then the third section, which is the new creation section, is the perspective that God gives us. That's why this is called Christ in Crypto. The show has Christ at the center of it. So let's go ahead and dump into some of the news because we saw some real movement in Amazon yesterday. Not Amazon, in Algorand, which I was actually waiting. And you know what was crazy? I was waiting to send out a buy alert for Algorand. I was looking at it, and then I went to shut everything down. I was like, maybe what happened tomorrow? And then boom, I saw this news launch, and I had already missed it because Algorand had took off. But I was waiting for the news to get us in that direction, right? Because I just said on Long Sum Short Sum, we're at supports everywhere. We just need the news to put us in a direction or not. So whatever news cycle comes out in the next 24 hours is going to push crypto and the equities market hard south or a real nice bounce up, right? So this news yesterday sent Algorand, right? This is the news yesterday right here. Sent Algorand flying. Look at that. Whoop. That was the news yesterday. So what is that news? That FIFA announces partnership with the blockchain innovator Algorand. The world's football governing body confirms a collaboration with the green block technology company Algorand, which has become the official blockchain platform of FIFA, Football International Football Association. I think that's what it is. I don't know what FIFA stands for. Okay? So this is pretty cool. It says the agreement means Algorand will become the official blockchain platform of FIFA and provide the official blockchain supported wallet solution. As per the sponsorship agreement, Algorand will be the FIFA World Cup Qatar, I know that's a country, and 2022 regional supporter in North America and Europe, a FIFA Women's World Cup Australia, and New Zealand 2023 official sponsorship. Blockchains, we already know what blockchains do. As a part of the agreement, Algorand will also assist FIFA in further developing its digital asset strategy, while FIFA will provide sponsorship assets including advertisement, media exposure. Yeah. We don't care about that. Let's see. We know what that would do. Okay, that's pretty much the gist. And who are the FIFA partners now? Obviously Adidas, Coca-Cola, Hyundai, Qatar, Visa. So now you're going to put Algorand in that space. And guys, you don't know FIFA, which is soccer. If you're listening to this in America, which is actually football, I gotta take a drink. It's football, F-U-T, right? Not foot, F-O-O-T, which is interesting, right? Because I actually use a foot, not a foot. It's the biggest sport in the world. Like, people are like, football is the biggest sport in the world. It's not. Basketball is not the biggest sport in the world. I think it's like soccer or football and cricket. And then basketball, if I'm not mistaken, worldwide, right? I think that's where it goes. We got soccer or football, cricket, then basketball, then baseball. Oh no, then NFL, then baseball. Somewhere in those. So this is a pretty big deal. Algorand is still in a speculative bull market, but utility cases coming through. And this is the news that Algorand needed. Let's see if I can zoom all the way out here on the daily for you. And then look at that. That Algorand needed to get out of this backtest area. And I said, if this is an area that it failed, it was going to come down and continue to come down to 37 cents, right? Which was last year's. So now we are trying to flip the breakout of earlier in the year. And that's what Algorand is. And this news is good news for it. It's some good news for it. Okay. Make sure I actually get, there we go. So you can actually see that. All right. So that's what Algorand did on that news. It really broke up and we appreciate, you see that a little pullback, but this is it right here. Daily candle, 7 o'clock, boom. Fired up out of there, 274.94, which is resistance. So we're going to see how that works its way out. Okay, on to the next news. Argentina's largest private bank, Bank of Galicia, or Banco, what's that, Galicia, adds Bitcoin and other crypto support on their app. Now, why am I talking about Argentina? I mean, I just got to talk about Bitcoin. But here's the thing. Here's why. I'll just read it to you. They're allowing you to buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and USDC on its app. Now, let me ask you this. I'm in Argentina. Why do I need to buy USDC? Do you see what I just did there? Why USDC in Argentina? And why are they not XRP in Argentina? But more curious is the USDC, because that's not the currency. I'm pretty sure they just said Bitcoin was the currency, not the stablecoin USDC. I just want to put that out there. Why is that? Why is that out there? I don't know. We'll see. I just want to put that. Okay. That's enough of that. That's enough questions. It's enough questions. Now, let's dive into what we're really here for. Lee says, El Paso out west is amazing too. You'll love it out there. Man, I can't wait to move to El Paso. Always appreciate the detailed technical analysis. But thank you, Lee. I appreciate you coming here, brother, and supporting the channel, man. I've been supporting it since you've been supporting me since I started this channel. So I appreciate you. And so have mostly everybody. Leo's supported me before I even knew I had a channel. He was the one telling me to create one a long time ago. Said people might care what I have to say. I said, we'll see. But if you care what I have to say, don't listen to me here. I need you to listen to what is happening right here. Like, for real. Like, what is happening? What is happening in my screen here? Oh, I know why. Let's do that. Boom. Okay. So, SEC nearly, and this is this morning. This is the news this morning. And I'm surprised the market did not hard dump on this news. And it might still dump. It might be an ABC correction on XRP and come back down to 58.5, 58 cents. Which I don't want to see, but that's what we could see. Could still see 58-cent pullback. The Security and Exchange Commission today announced the allocation of 20 additional positions. 20 additional positions to the unit responsible for protecting investors in the crypto markets and form cyber-related threats. The newly renamed Crypto Assets and Cyber Unit, formerly known as the Cyber Unit, and the Division of Enforcement will go to 50 dedicated positions. They can't even get this one right. They want to get 50 right. Are you guys ready for this? They are. This is going to be insane. It's coming. The U.S. has the greatest capital markets because investors have faith in them. And as more investors access the crypto markets, it is increasingly important to dedicate more resources to protecting them, said Mr. Burns. Sorry. The SEC chair, Gary Gensler. The Division of Enforcement's Crypto Assets and Cyber Unit has successfully brought dozens of cases against those seeking to take advantage of investors in the crypto markets. By nearly doubling the size of its key unit, the SEC will be better equipped to police wrongdoing in the crypto markets while continuing to identify disclosure and control issues with respect to cybersecurity. Since its creation in 2017, the unit has brought more than 80 enforcement actions related to fraudulent, unregistered crypto asset offerings and platforms, resulting in monetary relief totaling more than $2 billion. The expanded Crypto Assets and Cyber Unit will leverage the agency's expertise to ensure investors are protected in the crypto markets with a focus on investing security law violations related to. Are you listening? Are you listening to this next part? Sorry, I'm on KuCoin for an open trade right now. And I just turned to my right and I saw that it gave me a 404 one error out of nowhere. And when it does that, normally that means the market, the thing is getting ready to shut down. The market's going to flash crash. So we'll see. It doesn't always do that. A lot of the time when the exchanges go down, there's a flash crash or a major pump, right? The exchanges always go down when you want to buy or sell, period. Not when you really don't want to, but when you want to, that's when they do it. And that's maybe what they're going to go off here, because it says focus on investing in security law violations related to. So here's what they're going to focus on. Not the market manipulation, not the shorting that the Wall Street does, not the SEC criminally coming after other assets when chairs are being paid under the table millions of dollars to go against United States investors and innovators. Instead, they're going to focus on crypto asset offerings. People who want to take their money and risk it. They're going to focus on them. They're also going to focus on crypto asset exchanges. People who want to buy and sell. Period. Not the fact that you want to get in there and margin trade, right? Or make money. People who just want to get on trades and sell. They want to know everything. So if you went to the store and bought milk, but you bought it with crypto through an exchange, they want to know that you bought it. They want to know every single move you're making. Crypto asset lending and staking products. So the banks won't give you a loan, but they don't want you to be able to use your own crypto and get a loan from exchanges. They don't want that. So they're going to come after you to enforce the fact that they don't want that. Also, they don't want decentralized finance. They don't want us being our own banks. They don't want us to control our own money. Because obviously, if you're not worth $15 million now, which is what they're trying to push the, what do you call that? The accredited investor bottom, then you obviously are too dumb, according to the SEC, to invest. And we have to protect you because you're dumb, investor. You don't know crypto. Oh, by the way, we're going to come to non-NFTs too. Now, there are some dumb people out there paying $20,000 or $7,000. I almost really exaggerated. And fees to buy a $100 NFT. Remember, in every market, guys, there are buyers and sellers. So the NFTs are selling for $2 million. There's someone buying it for $2 million or 116 ETH. Right? 116 ETH, bought it for 50. I sell something like that. Buyers and sellers. Doesn't make one stupid. It makes one willing to take a bigger risk than the other. Whenever someone sends their money off to a Nigerian prince and hopes to get a double return, the person's taking a risk. Does it make him stupid? Same thing can be said about someone who spends $50 a night to go eat at a restaurant versus spending $50 a week to buy groceries. Right? It all depends how you want to use your money. And here, the SEC is telling you, we don't like how you use your money. So much that we're going to look at stable coins. You're not even, what? Making money off stable coins technically, unless you're doing an interest-bearing stable coin, right? But they're going to look at stable coins because they don't want you to they want you to keep your money in the banks. Period. The SEC works for the banks. They don't even work for the government. In fact, they're not a government agency. The SEC is a private entity. A private entity that works for the banks. So they're not for you. In fact, the SEC has always been against you from the jump. Just look at every single chairman, see where their background is, and then see where they go. They've always been against the individual retail investor. They have never been here to protect. They've been here to keep the system where it is and keep you poor. Period. But in addition to the unit that has brought numerous actions against SEC registrants and public companies for failing to maintain adequate cybersecurity controls, for failing to appropriately disclose cyber-related risk and incidents. The Crypto Assets and Cyber Unit will continue to tackle the omnipresent cyber-related threats to the nation's market. Crypto markets, this is quote, crypto markets have exploded in recent years, with retail investors bearing the brunt of abuses in the space. The one Bruce I can think of is the SEC ripping apart a company for no reason. In fact, they come after every company that people make money in. Tesla, AT&T, Amazon. Anybody who's got in early, they've tried to hit you to make you suffer. The bolstered crypto assets and cyber unit will be at the forefront of protecting investors and ensuring fair and orderly markets in the face of these critical challenges. Oh, you guys are so kind to us. The infusion of 20 additional positions in the crypto assets and cyber unit will bolster the ranks of its supervisors, investigative staff attorneys, trial counsels, and fraud analysts in the agency's headquarters in the Washington, D.C., as well as several regional offices. So they're going to come. They are coming. And I know I talked with a lot of people. Is it really that serious? Is the IRS really that serious? Yes, yes. They don't want you to hold crypto. They do not want you to make money. Why do I say this? Because I don't come from money. I do not come from money. In fact, I'm a first-born immigrant from my mother. I mean, American. She moved here. My dad, who has passed, right? My biological dad who passed. He's a high school graduate. That's it. Right? His dad did not graduate high school. His mom did graduate high school, but took about 40 years to get some degrees. So later on, now she is a retired teacher. But for the most part, the sides of my family here in America, they don't know anything about this. They've been poor. My mom, which I was speaking about the other day, she didn't learn the financial system here in America, so we had to learn. And that brings me to Rick Santorum. Is it Rick Santorum in Florida, who just passed a bill that is going to allow kids, in order to graduate high school, to pass financial classes. If that's not the best thing I've ever heard of, they're going to teach their kids about finance in schools. We don't learn that in this liberal public school world because they don't want you to know about finance. They don't want you to learn about the banking system. They don't want you to learn how the SEC works, how the IRS is an illegal system. The IRS is illegal. And Lord willing, one of these days, we'll have enough money to fight that system. But for now, 75 million people, from my understanding, have not filed taxes in America. Is that right? 75 million or 7.5 million? Either way, that's a big difference. So this is what they're looking at. The question is, are you educating yourself? Are you getting your Series 65? So if they come after you later, you can say, I'm an accredited investor. All that takes is a test. Take some time. But they don't teach you these things. Instead, they're going to come after you. They're going to take it for you, and they're going to say, we know better. By the way, Gary Gensler, who called XRP a currency 4 years ago when he was not working for the SEC, which now calls it a security, says they know better. So keep your head up, man. While the FUD is coming, that means the more FUD, the bottom is in. The more FUD, the bottom is in. We got the Dow, the S&P, and the NASDAQ kind of even on the day. Nothing major. I don't mind that. Some days we can see no movement in the markets. I'm absolutely okay with that. If you were tuned in just now, make sure you follow me on Twitter or Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Basically, guys, do the social media thing. I mean, what are your thoughts? Comment below. Let me know what you think about the markets, the crackdowns. Am I on the wrong side? Is my argument completely just crazy? Do I sound like a jerk brat? Whatever a jerk brat is? Or am I speaking what you're just thinking? What America is thinking? Just let us do what we want with our own money. Yes, the Lord says give Caesar what is Caesar's. That means pay, the stupid taxes they want and the fees they want. But they don't want you to get out of the middle class, which they are destroying. There's the lower class, and then there's the upper middle class to our top class. And here's a perfect example. In El Paso, we're looking at houses again, right? They got a house. Any house under 200,000 is one side. They said once you get to 400,000, it completely separates you and El Paso. Well, what's crazy in Dallas is you can't get a house for under 400,000 without worrying about being shot while you sleep. It's all about understanding and following the money and educating yourself. Will you please educate yourself for me? I appreciate you all, guys. This is the end of the daily topics. Please do that social media thing. Love you guys. God bless. Let's fade to black and get out of here. Shall we? Let's go. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please make sure you like, subscribe, share this video, subscribe to this channel, and do the thing that people do on social media. At Twitter, at TikTok, New Creation Capital. Let us know, guys. Thanks so much. I hope you guys have a great day. Later, guys.